Oh, we're rolling?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, well, it's probably just gentlemen. Welcome back to Beaux Happy Hour.
Gentlemen that identify as ladies.
Oh, fuck that shit. Anyway, I don't know if I'm going to be able to speak extemporaneously the same level of enthusiasm and/or passion as I did the last time. Because one, not coming back from the bar. I'm actually just coming back from a motherfucking 3 days of writing a goddamn paper for my school. I'm taking a class on Kant. I wanted to try to like jazz it up to like cunt, but whatever. Anyway, the motherfucking thing that really grinds my gears about that goddamn paper I have to write, it's like, I really enjoy the content and like what's going on in the class, but the prompts I have to write about are, it's just basically regurgitate the argument. And it's just so soul sucking. And not in the fucking good way on a Saturday night, you know? It's like, all I have to do is goddamn just regurgitate an argument. There's not really much to play with outside of the boundaries of what has to be said. I'm also told to be concise about what I'm writing, but yet at the same time, there's a 12 to 1,500 word goddamn, that's the span you have to get it in. It's like, do you want me to be concise or do you want me to be whatever? You tell me you have to fucking eliminate all the fucking fluff, but that's how I fill up fucking 12 to 1,500 words. And they're fucking Germans. They're efficient as fuck with their goddamn language. It's ridiculous. Anyway. Yeah, so I didn't go to sleep last night. I spent the entire night at the fucking library, which was actually kind of cool because I'm up in the stacks. Little tip for the motherfuckers who go to my school. I'm going to keep that on the DL. The stacks, if you go up, it's like the 9th floor of the library where there's nobody really knows about it. But there's just a quiet row of desks.
I thought everybody fucks up there.
There's people who do. I don't fucking know. But they probably only go up there to fuck. And you're talking to a fucking gay guy. They fuck everywhere.
Okay.
Let's be honest. It's like, where haven't you fucked? It's like, you know? I mean, they hit the fucking nail on the head with that. Because they are happy.
That landed in a cup.
Yeah, I know. I'm a fucking sniper, bitch. Although I haven't shot anybody since, I don't know, 2018. But now, what do I do? I don't even know what to fucking talk about, to be honest. I don't know if it's going to last an hour, but I'll at least let it fucking run till the beer's out.
There's a joke somewhere in there with your shots and accuracy and somehow getting girls.
Yeah. There's one thing I could do. Well, that's how you can tell I'm Puerto Rican, or at least, you know, half. Got more baby mamas than people with a lot of baby mamas. I don't know what to fucking say.
How many baby mamas does Nick Cannon have? Doesn't he have like 8?
I know he has a lot of kids, but I don't know if that's like a multitude of women.
I heard it's like 6.
Yo, but I heard
women.
He found the life hack. I hear after a certain number, you don't owe child support. So I think...
Well, because you max out. Because I think the first kid's like 17% of your pay. Then the next kid's like 6% of your pay.
Yeah.
It's like 6 plus 17 plus 6 plus 6. And what are you going to do? Give the lady 100% of your pay?
Well, I mean, but either way, that's the fucking hack. You know, it's just, you get around it. I myself, I have paid the same amount to the mothers of my children the entirety of however long it goes. Although, there is a little bit of inflation going on, and I'm not going to complain about that. Kids are awesome. I fucking love my kids. But you know what I don't love? New York City. It fucking sucks here. I cannot wait to get the fuck out. Finally, I figured out what I want to talk about because I was trying to figure, how am I going to fucking fill the time? Daniel Penny, the goddamn former Marine who was on his way home from the fucking school or some shit back to wherever the fuck he was living. Some crackhead gets on the train, threatens everybody. He subdues them with the help of a multiracial force. That motherfucker got lynched by the Rainbow Coalition. He didn't choke him to death. He just subdued him, but his fucked up heart, being drug-addled as fuck and probably underfed and overdrugged, didn't make it. You know what? That's sad. You know, I mean, it's a shame there's not more help for people who are in situations like that, but they keep not allowing people to hit fucking rock bottom. So it's like, they're not giving real help to people who need it. Jail could save your life if you're a fucked up drug addict. But, you know, if myself, I'm the fucking best citizen around, because I know for a fact if I get caught jaywalking, they'll throw the goddamn book at me because I look like this. And, I mean, fair enough. How I look like I am a bit of a criminal. I mean, I remember one time, like, I was in Colorado. I was at this little Mexican restaurant, not like a chain like Taco Bell or some shit, like, you know, Consuela's Taco Cantina or some shit. But it had sort of a bit of a fast food vibe, like they took over an old McDonald's or some shit. And I'm in there, I ordered my food in Spanish. I go over, I'm filling up my drink. Some guy walks in, he comes over and he's like, I can't believe I'm gonna fucking eat you, I'm gonna spit in my food, huh? Like, just dropping some really wild, like, racist shit to me, and I'm, all right, buddy, you know, fair enough. I say horrible things a time or two, and actually 3 or 4. But the reality of it is, man, I mean, I just have, 9 or 10. But I just have a look, you know. But I like to lean into it at this point in my life, because I can't be young and beautiful anymore. I might as well be like old and scary. And if I do end up in jail, it's like I'll just be a walk-on recruit into the Aryan Brotherhood. Like I might even get fucking thrown a goddamn leadership position. Not that that's where I want to go, or that's what I want to fucking do. But you know, gotta do things to survive. Oh, but I mean, it's only a matter of time before people are gonna knock on my door and take me away as a thought criminal, because I do think. Oh man. So Sarah, tell me about something cool that happened at work.
Oh, I'm not gonna say exactly what she said. She doesn't want to. You know, you don't want to put her on the spot.
She's got a she friend.
And she's pretty rad.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah. You never know what people want to actually share, but she didn't know anything about me or my opinions. She shared hers. Yeah. And ours just happened to be the same, and we're very different people.
Yep. Yeah, strange bedfellows, and that would be a strange bedfellow.
Yeah. She surprised me. She's trans, a man that is a woman. And from the get-go, I was just like, there's something different about her than regular, like, most trans people I've met and whatever. And the other day, she just starts talking, and she's saying things that I would say. Let's just say that. Oh, your table's all blacks and Jews tonight.
I said it for you. And those aren't your words or mine. It's that hateful, bigoted trans person who's going to be my new best friend and probably co-host. Oh, man, that would be a fucking great duo. I mean, I could get away with quite a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, not that I asked for permission. I never did before. Why would I start now?
Right.
Because here's the thing. I think I alluded to this last week, but it's like, I've been called, racist, sexist, homophobic, X, Y, and Z. But when my friends aren't complimenting me, it's like, I'm guilty as charged from time to time, just like every other motherfucker is who's probably going to watch this, or anybody in general. But I'm not a fucking liar. I would rather just be held accountable what the fuck I say. And every time my girlfriend has caught me doing anything stupid or inappropriate, when she asks me, I tell her right away, and it actually disarms her. It's like, wait, what? And
well, that's all once it's the truth and it's said,
it's the truth. Yeah,
I'll be upset a little always.
Yeah,
but at least it's not like a hidden. There's two parts that are considered cheating, and one's secretive. It's a secret.
Yeah.
And I forget what the other part is.
Well,
if it's not like, you know, people are allowed to have their secrets. There's a difference between a secret and lying to someone.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But I mean, also, the difference is, or not so much a difference, just the reality of it is, we have very loose rules, no rules. Every tightening of the relationship came about by you trying to.
This isn't a drama series between the two of us.
Well, you know, like I said, it's a slow news week. I mean, unless you live in like Ukraine or fucking Gaza or some shit, then then you.
I don't know. News. New York is not too much different.
Oh fuck, that happened. Oh shit, we forgot. The other day, around I don't even know, like midnight or so, I don't know. We heard pop, 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 and a girl's fucking that. So I'm like, what the fuck was that? Because the
right in the middle of my show.
Yeah, well, sucks to be you. And we get up, I go over, I poke my head out the fucking window and look around, and so I had her call the cops because I'm a fucking snitch in that regard. If women are getting shot at. Maybe she just got scared. I don't know what the fuck it was, but turns out the unsung heroes of New York City, the fucking trashmen. And I say that with every goddamn fiber of my soul. I've never needed a cop or a fireman, but those trashmen work that's a rough job. Multiple days a week, and they don't just fucking pick up like in New York City. You throw your trash on the goddamn sidewalk, so like it could pile up fast as fuck. And I mean, the other day, because I had a couch in the bar, but it was too big and uncomfortable, and I just wanted to get rid of it. And there's no fucking way I was going to be able to carry it down. It would have been too much. The easiest way would have been to walk it up to the roof and push it off the side, but my luck, I really should push into that bitch's fucking towards that fucking cunt. Anyway, I'll get to her. So I just basically just took my skill saw and a fucking hammer, and I just cut it and beat the fucking shit and carried it down piece at a time. And I saw a big pile of shit over somewhere else, and there was like a fucking glass window pane that was out there getting thrown away, and I accidentally broke the shit and it shattered all over the place. I was like, felt like an asshole, but the next day, fucking streets were clean as fuck. And I was the goddamn New York City trashman. This one's for fucking you guys. I mean, I'll have a beer with you anytime. Maybe not here, because it's my home, and I've got, you know, I don't want to walk around in my underwear. Oh, the bitch who I was complaining about, my neighbor. All right, so I live on a penthouse apartment. It's a 5-floor walk-up, old-ass building, nothing fancy.
Vintage.
Yeah, you could say that. I got steam pipes, no heat, so there's heat in the winter, but it is hotter, like, because the roof, like, really cakes it in. When you're walking up the steps, you could, like, you go from the 4th to the 5th floor, all the fucking heat is trapped in.
Steam. So you have a personal hot yoga studio.
Oh, you're a fucking salesman. You should get into real estate.
Minus 10 flexible girls in here.
Yeah.
We'll arrange that.
I got a home gym, a fucking whatever. Anyway, long story short, there's a sauna in there the way you want in the fucking shower. Anyway, as I was building this fucking bar here, I was going up there, cutting my wood or whatever the fuck it was. And like, I think at one time I was cutting around, it was after 5 o'clock. Because, I mean, the reality of it is, during the day, you can hear construction work and noise, all sorts of shit. Anyway, I'm up there cutting my wood, and I made 2 cuts. And I hear that woman say something along the lines of, "Can you please stop?" After 6, just took it down. I walked down 5 floors, made my last cuts, walked back up 5 floors, and that cunt had the goddamn nerve to bitch to the fucking landlord or whoever the fuck it is. But I really don't give a fuck because they can't kick me out. I'm a fully disabled veteran and I could just stop paying rent. The New York City fucking squatter laws, from what I understand, are goddamn ridiculous. there's some woman out in Queens, from what I understand, who was like, she inherited a house from her parents or some shit like that, and some cocksuckers moved in, started putting up shit or whatever the fuck it was, and she was like, they changed the locks on her. All they had to do was like, they got a bill or whatever, because I guess the house was on the market or something like that, and they were the cops came and arrested the fucking homeowner. I mean, how upside down is this goddamn clown world? So, with that knowledge, I could just stop paying my fucking rent. They ain't gonna get me out of here, and God bless them if they try. Like that just won't the fuck happen. And, I mean, but I'm not a scumbag. I'm not gonna goddamn do that, but, oh, motherfucker. Anyway, that bitch called I don't want to deal with my landlord, because the reality of it is I've been going up on my roof since I came into the place. Because I remember when I was getting shown around here, because you're not supposed to go up on the roof because it's not like...
There's no railings.
There's no railings or nothing. But if I want to go kill myself, that's my priority, you know? Fuck it. Let me go. And, but I guess that bitch knows, because her building is also probably owned by the same fucking people. And I used to have a couch up on my roof. That bitch threw the couch off the fucking roof. Like, I mean, that was something to come home to. And I don't even go up there all that often, because, to be absolutely honest, when I'm up on the roof, I think about just jumping the fuck off. I have a weird, there's something calling me to the other side. So, and in the summertime, it is good to sleep up there, but I have a tendency to sleepwalk, especially if I've been drinking. And that's just, I just leave it alone.
And you're like crazy strong when you sleepwalk. Like, stopping you is not just standing in front of you.
Yeah, well, I am goddamn 100 kilograms if you're European, which I'm about to be now.
Yeah, but I'm also 100 kilograms and strong, and I'm like, and you're just like, fighting me.
Well, they say you're not supposed to wake sleepwalkers.
Yeah, but what am I supposed to do?
I'm like the Walking Dead.
You're like, yeah, trying to hump the table.
Oh, that reminds me about you that fucking annoys the shit out of me. I don't get mad about much. Why waste my time on stuff? The only shit I get mad about is when you are unsafe about something, you know? And there was one time, she left a goddamn knife in the drying rack, sticking straight the fuck out, like you could goddamn walk right the fuck into it. I mean, it was the first time I ever yelled at you. And I still am, obviously.
And it's like a foot-long knife.
Oh, yeah, it was it was like a goddamn butcher knife. And the other thing you fucking do that really fucking makes me happy.
It's not me, it's the ghost.
It's yeah, Kunar. Fuck that guy.
That fucking guy.
Yeah, so anyway, the last guy who lived in this apartment before me, his name Kunar, he died in the apartment. So I always hear weird shit every so often, and I used to get annoyed with them, but then I no shit find a check addressed to Kunar for 2 fucking cents. And I was like, hey, this motherfucker's paying rent, you know? I mean, so I just decided to let it slide after that. You know, like, what else happened with that motherfucker that was hilarious? Oh, yeah.
He starts playing country music in the middle of the night?
Oh, yeah! Oh, well, and then the other time it might have been McQueen. Oh. Yeah. I actually, you know what? Today, when I was coming home, right when I opened the fucking door.
Tomorrow I file the papers.
Yeah. Well, I was
That's fun.
Yeah, don't cut me off.
Sorry.
I was walking through the door because I was talking to you, and I was getting through the fucking security door, and I was just thinking, oh, I'm going to go home and see McQueen. And I was like, oh. It still fucking breaks my fucking heart. And I'll get into that at another fucking time. But, yeah, her loss is still hitting me really heavy, because it's like, what I did to really deal with it, or how I escaped, I actually stopped drinking, believe it or not. I didn't drink for at least a solid month, and I've actually lost the taste for it. There's 2 reasons. Well, I mean, her death happened also after my local closed down, which was right across the street. And yeah, if that fucking place was still open, this would not be a new fucking show that you're gonna find every Sunday night, ladies and gentlemen. Tune in, like, subscribe, share. you know? And yeah, after she passed away, the way I kind of dealt with it to get myself out of thinking about it was I downloaded a stupid fucking video game. And when I mean a stupid fucking video game, it's as dumb as it comes. It's just, it truly is a dopamine hit that you're able to like re-access every, like it, each round might last 30 seconds to a minute. It's called We Are Warriors. If you get any fucking new downloads, give me a taste, all right? But that quick dopamine hit, it's like, I don't know if you've ever done drugs and watched pornography for hours at a time, which I do from time to time. And it is that constant re-emerging hit that you're able to re-access. You get right back into it. Anyway, that became my new drink. You know, I might spend $3 a day on it or $7 a day on it from time to time. And that's mostly because it's like, when I do that, it's like, that's the cost of a beer. And although I've lost the taste for it, it's just fucked up and stupid. And but anyway, my ability to really sit down and focus on schoolwork or anything else just isn't there. There's a need or desire to fucking escape. And well, I mean, I'll get into it a little bit. My fucking dog was murdered by a piece of shit vet who, God bless him, because he needs it. And he's hurt a lot of people, and all I can say is, I'm coming for him. Legally, I'm going to shut down his practice and make sure nobody else goes through the same hurt and loss that he put me through. And the day I went, my dog was 4 years old. She was my partner. She's part of the reason why I stopped deploying overseas. And, like, the dog, I was picking her up. And other people who dropped their dog off the day before, I saw them drop their dog off too. And when I was there, picking up McQueen's body, their dog was still alive. And my dog was killed due to negligence, because after the surgery that she got through just fine, he put her back to fucking sleep, didn't monitor her vitals, and she fucking died. And it's on our way there to pick her up, I had Sarah call him, and that cocksucker was fucking talking to her with such disrespect. I just told her, I was like, call the cops, because I know for a fucking fact, if he talks to me like that, it's not going to go well, and it's not going to stop, whatever begins. So, cops arrive. I didn't want to even pull up until they were there. Went there, I had her videotape, and I had my audio recording, which I still have. Went through the whole interaction. When I saw the guy, it's like he got a fucking little twist of a smile out of watching me suffer. And he was just a fucking cold-hearted prick. There was like no bedside manner, if you want to call it that, you know? If he wasn't such a prick, I wouldn't have been so adamantly sure that he fucked it up on a royal level, which I already knew that he did. Because my dog was a fucking purebred dog that she went through training at the Warriors Choice Foundation for any veterans who need goddamn a dog to be trained for your needs, because I have needs outside. Not she wasn't, taking care of those needs. But yeah, she had a way of calming me or pulling me out of situations that would otherwise could have ended poorly, for all parties involved. Oh man, I gotta start drinking more. End this goddamn video. I don't know how long I keep running my goddamn dick suck for. But I don't know. So it's funny. I had my Instagram profile off for the longest time.
Not off, private.
Private. That's what I mean by off. And because the reality of it is, I don't care to build a following. I'm doing this for fun, and I had such a good time of doing this with Sarah last week. This might be our new little side little project.
You look so handsome right now.
Oh, thank you. Drink water. and exercise. That's the, take your vitamins, say your prayers. I am
Yeah, you did have a lot of coconut water.
American. Yeah, what?
You had a lot of coconut water.
Fair enough, but I think that's more you're doing than me. But, little fun tip. Just learned this one. Coconut water cut with orange juice. Because when I cut orange juice with water, it's like, it's just
watery orange juice.
It's just watery orange juice. But coconut water, like a 50-50 mix, is bellezza. I don't even know if that's the right word in Italian, but sehr good. That one I know.
Delicious. Yeah, that was good. The texture.
Yeah.
It's like the acidic and the creamy or something because the coconut water has a little bit of a slippery taste.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's funny. I like coconut water with the
pulp.
With the chunks, the pulp, but it's chunky. I like to chew on it, But when I'm fucking packing a lip of Zin because I can't get fresh Copenhagen in this goddamn town, I can't do it because the fucking pulp gets in the thing. I end up fucking biting the goddamn pouch and it explodes in my mouth, and I'm like,
you spitter?
A little bit, yeah. Oh, but you know what? There's a joke there. Like, what's the last sound of pubic hair hears before it hits the ground? That's me when I fucking bite into a Zin when I'm drinking my goddamn pulpy coconut water. Oh, man. What time we at? You got
Yeah, 26 minutes.
Oh, man. We ran 8 minutes longer than the last one. Oh. Well, I mean, do we have a name? Actually, you know what? Maybe let the fans name it. Maybe throw in comments. Maybe I'll throw up a poll or some shit.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Of your little...
Yeah. I was thinking about Pierre, because he's from New Orleans. He used to belong to my grandmother. And, Pierre, French, Creole. Oh, man. Oh, I saw a fucking funny meme the other day.
Yeah?
It was like English breakfast, and it's got like the English Chad guy in all garb, and it shows like bangers and eggs and blood pudding and all that type of shit. And it showed Haitian breakfast, and it was like two black Chads looking at each other. Oh, yeah. Did I talk about any of my artwork here or no last time? I don't know. Save it for a rerun.
Save it for a rerun.
Yeah. Well, got anything else to say? Want to run? Oh, Oh, I'll go back to the Instagram shit.
Oh, yeah.
After I took it off private, I just went on a deep dive of old shit and seeing pictures of me when I was like young and handsome and shit. And just, I love seeing the old stuff with me and my kids. It's like, I really miss them when they were little. And I was able to like zip back in time and like remember those times when like I had them for the full summer and we would just drive up the California coast, visiting friends, sleep on the beach, do all sorts of cool shit, Now, my daughter is 16 and beautiful, and we have a great relationship.
Almost 17, right?
Almost, yeah.
A month away?
Yep.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. Oh my God.
She's going to be a senior next year.
Yeah, she wants to inherit this apartment and go to Columbia.
That's a wonderful idea for her. She could.
I know. Oh, speaking of this apartment, let's stay on the topic of the kids for now.
Okay, all right. Your beautiful daughter.
I can jump to that. Yeah, right now, she's 16 and beautiful, rich as hell because her mom married well, and also in her own right became super successful after we got divorced. Like, went to school. She's like some sort of financial analyst working for a bank, and so my daughter's got like a fucking new Bronco, but to be honest, for as spoiled as she is, she deserves it. She's an athlete, works her ass off in school, and I don't know how much of a legacy bump you get to go to my school, but it's like, this will be hers. I'll hold on to it just so that she could have it. And also, I have a doorway panel where I just tick like their height growths. So it's like nice to see when she was 10 in here, and now she's 16, like the height thing. And I have pictures of them that I zip up that kind of correspond with it. I used to be really loose because I didn't let a lot of, well, when I say loose, whenever somebody would come into my apartment, I would measure their head because I didn't let a lot of people into my place. And then I had my one slave move in, and he was my slave, and the whole timeline of his servitude went like this. The reason why he was my slave was he was in a scout sniper platoon, and we had common friends, and I met him at my buddy's wedding, I think? Yeah, his wedding. And he was just down on his luck. Graduated from Iona, he was a D1 athlete, fucking fought in Afghanistan, was in a scout sniper platoon, but, you know, PTSD affects different people, you know, and he just fell to shit and didn't really have a place to go. And he's like, hey man, move in, you can have the couch, just when you wake up, pick your shit up. I don't want to see you exist here, you know? You can have your corner. It was actually that corner over there. You don't need to show it. And he would do that, take care of all my shit, right? And he stayed here for free for a while. And it's like, what's cool is because he's my age and he grew up in Staten Island and I grew up right outside of Philadelphia. So it's just like, we're from the same time. We did the same sports. So it's like, I could fucking talk to him about Ninja Turtles or the Mets or whatever the fuck it was. And so it's cool having that sort of companion. And if I told him to do something, he was a Lance Corporal for 4 years. So it's like, he knew what it was like to be fucking under the command of a sergeant. And but then, after he got his shit together a little bit, he started kicking up rent. And, you know, throwing me like, you know, $700 a month or whatever the fuck it was. And then he was no longer my slave. He became my butler. Just kind of like Seinfeld, you know? And I'm literally, I don't know, back in 85, I could probably throw a stone and hit the goddamn fucking monks from Seinfeld. But yeah, it's only a couple blocks up. So that old Seinfeld reference. So he was my fucking butler. And then over time, he got his shit together a little more. He bought his freedom. Now he's living down literally in South Beach, 2 blocks from the water, doing things in crypto, trying to get women to have his kids and fucking go off and be some sort of crypto millionaire, whatever the fuck people do in Miami anymore.
Slave to butler to
a
daddy.
free man. So there is room for growth in my organization. If anybody wants to be a slave by those standards, you still have your humanity, but you just have to do what the fuck I say. But I'll give you a corner you can sleep in and keep your shit. Just maintain the apartment, especially if I'm gone. And yeah, that could be job openings. Apply. So, I mean, hey, if you're watching now to this point, which, what the fuck else do you have going on in your life if you're still watching me talk like this about nothing? I think next week I'm going to start a email address. So if you want to send me a fucking little email or some shit and fucking communicate with me more, because then I'd have more shit to talk about besides, you know, if you're entertained, I guess you are, but fuck, engage with me. This could be fun. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and tune in next Sunday for another episode of Beaux Happy Hour.
And the email, what were you thinking, Pat?
Well, once I get Beaux Happy Hour up and running, whatever the fuck it is, I'll drop it. I'm not gonna just drop some fucking false address and then they're getting like the demon.
Some other guy's gonna be getting some weird emails.
Actually, you know what? It's not a bad idea. If I find that one cocksucker's goddamn email address, I'll just send my army of minions off to them. My 126 subscribers. Anyway, have fun. Stay safe. And fuck you, Merry Christmas. Happy St. Patty's Day. Yeah, turn it off.
All right.